So this is my ex-roommate Jared. He's from Las Vegas, and we stayed together, and he studied Japanese by himself.
Yeah.
He never took any Japanese class, but his Japanese is pretty good. And then we always ask question each other, so we kept supporting each other, learning Japanese, learning English. It was pretty good. I'm gonna so miss you.
I'll miss you too.
Alright. Okay, so please go ahead, introduce yourself briefly, please.
Hey everyone, I'm Jared, and like Kazuki said, I'm Kazuki's old roommate. When we were roommates in the summer of this year, but then Kazuki moved, so now we live next to each other. But yeah, so I study Japanese in my own time, just with textbooks and online resources. But yeah, so I'm practicing every day, trying to get better, and helping Kazuki with his English also.
Thanks, I appreciate it. By the way, so he's working at the ILCE. What does that stand for?
IELC,
IELC,
which is the Intensive English Language Center, which is the ESL department at the University of Nevada, Reno, where we both study, that has classes for international students to help them with their English.
So he has been spent time with international students. Especially I feel like there's a bunch of Japanese students every year.
Yeah.
So today's topic will be the common mistake that he noticed from our English.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, so even our daily conversation, like he always notify me, Kazuki, So for example, first one, that's how I noticed.
So the first example, or the first mistake that I've noticed Japanese people do is they always forget their articles when they're talking about things. So for example, I have this towel here. Like for example, a lot of Japanese people might say, I have towel, instead of saying I have a towel. So they usually forget to, or they usually omit the articles when they're talking about something. Or if I had this phone here, rather than saying I have phone, you should say I have a phone.
I have a phone.
Yeah. Yes. So article omission is one of the most common mistakes.
Right. Number two.
Number two is a specific mistake that I've noticed is that Japanese people often misuse the word from. So for example, they might, if let's say there's a party happening and it starts at 7 o'clock, some people might say there's a party from 7, when in reality it would be better to say have a party at 7. Yeah, unless...
Or from 7 to...
Yeah, from 7 to 9. If you're talking about the start time and the end time for the party, then you should say from 7 to something, like from 7 to 10. But if you're just talking about the start time, you should say it's at 7.
At. Okay, so number 3.
That's all that I have.
That's all. No,
yeah.
Exactly.
Do I have? Oh yeah, that's right. And then the third mistake that I've noticed is it has to do with adjectives, and I don't really know how to explain it as a rule, so I'll just give an example. So the words excited and exciting, I've noticed that there are a lot of Japanese people who have said things like, I'm really exciting. When the correct thing to say would be, I'm excited. And
that was my mistake.
Yeah.
And then you should fix it.
The best way I could explain that would be something that is exciting. It's like an event or a thing that makes someone feel excited. So excited is the feeling that you have, but exciting is like the thing or the place or the event or something that causes the feeling.
Yeah. So for example, like balance races,
Yeah.
balance races is exciting.
Yeah, the races are exciting, and they make me feel excited. Or classes are really boring, so they make me feel bored. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a common mistake he noticed. So hopefully this video is helpful for your English, and please go ahead confirm your English again. Yeah, thank you, Jared.
Oh, you're welcome.
Alright. Bye guys.